Hey guys, so let me show you what we've got today. I brought these two chairs into this area from the patio just to see how they look in the space, and I am quite fond of them. I did bring this table in, but I'm not a fan of that, so I'm going to move the table out of here. I'm going to give this area a sweep because with the winds we've been having lately, we are currently still having, it has blown some of the leaf litter and dust into this area, so I just want to sweep it out before I start bringing in our containers. So my plan for today is to actually put all my containers back in the space in places that I feel that they should go. There are one or two containers that aren't coming back in here, so I'm just going to reconfigure the space a little bit with those containers, and then we'll put these two chairs here and see whether or not we like the layout. It's been about, I'd say, a week since I power washed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the broom, sweep this area clean so that when I bring the pots in there isn't debris. It is a very windy day. It's probably only going to be mildly successful, but it'll be better than nothing. And I feel like I don't want to end up having things going into compost in the corners and staining the concrete again, and then I have to come back in and redo it, and maintenance. Alright, so this is where we're at the moment. I have placed 2 or 3 pots. I've decided I'm going to put one of these long ones here and one over here. This one has an echinacea in it, and I'm hoping it will bounce back, so I'm giving it the sun that it needs in a better position. I haven't got anything planted in this container at the moment, but I also want them right here at the entrance because they are ridiculously heavy. So here's the rest of the containers that we've got. I've chosen to change this layout here. I now have the herbs in this area here next to the growing sweet peas. So the plan will be to string up these sweet peas and move this verbena just so that it lays more inward through this little gap over here, and then we'll plant something in here, probably some bulbinella. Then the plan will be to build this back wall over here. I'm going to start with the wheelbarrow. I want it in this corner over here. I'm just not sure how I want it, so we'll play with that a little bit, and then we'll come around and we'll move in as many of these almost grey containers along this wall as possible. Okay, I don't hate it like that. I'm just worried with the chairs here, how this will sit. But this is obviously part of laying out the garden. Okay, I think then this chili could be next because it's tall enough. And it also appreciates the sun that I'm happy with. Okay, maybe not. This might have to change a little bit. Another one. The lettuce likes a slightly shadier area, so I'm going to put it over there in the far corner. Both of them. Okay, it looks pretty bare, like I've got very little in here, and that is actually true. But that's because I have a lot of my stuff in the garden still that needs to come out and join this area. I think I'm going to bring the bay leaf and put it back here. And then I will move, I think, the gooseberries and one other little flower pot and make a bit of an arrangement here that I'm content with. And then just to this side over here, I'll put some of the long pots on bricks and we'll see how the stack looks. This wood I've actually kept out because my plan is to use this wood to build a bench for our worm farm, just to raise it off of the ground so it's easier to tap off the worm tea. But that's not a today project, and I'll take you along on the journey. I don't mind how it looks, I just think it sticks out a little bit too far. So these are the pot configurations, but not necessarily where the container is going to end up. So here in the washline garden, I've got a few containers that actually should come here. I'm going to put the peas as my top rung on this particular thing so that they can grow upward. And then I'm going to bring some of the remainder of these pots and put them down here. There we go, that's fine. Right, so we've got this little area that we can work with. Now it's just a matter of seeing how these chairs fit in comfortably. I don't mind the ladder being between us. I don't necessarily, the umbrella, but I don't necessarily want it in my line of view. Oh, This is perfect. We need a table here, but something that's not going to deteriorate in the weather. Right, so this is the nice new layout with umbrella up. Very cool, very clean, very cozy. I have got a few empty containers along here, some with plants, some not yet. I've got my saffron back here because it can tolerate the shade a little bit better, and these two are empty, so soon we'll be filling up these little containers and those. So there you have it, guys. This is what we've ended up with. I absolutely love it at the moment, but you know that could all change at any time. But yes, so everything looks nice and neat. Things are put back together. The ladder is not away just yet because I need it for another project. And I guess I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me today. I had a good time. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.